Hello everybody and welcome back to Asagao Academy. When last we left off, we were about to enter a video game tournament, but the the normal boots guys, not hidden block normal boots, I'll get it right. The normal boots guys didn't know that we snuck a peek at the golden boots, so there may be drama ensuing. So, let's see. Seeing as he didn't want to take no for an answer, I grabbed the controller and selected my character. Turby. He was cute and bouncy. Even though he didn't seem super powerful, he looked like an easy enough character for a beginner to grasp. Although there was something in the eyes and beak that seemed a little...
Yeah! Is everybody ready?
I swallowed hard, the controller already slippery from my sweat. I never played Stomp before, though I watched others do so. I looked at the buttons on the controller, trying to guess at what button did what. One of the top buttons probably jumped? Obviously, the analog stick moved with the character. They selected a stage, something with cute little houses and smallish animals bopping around the background, and the countdown began. There were buttons on the back that clicked when you hit them, but I didn't know what they did. 3. Oh, there was a weird blue button on the top right, but not on the left. 2. And another analog stick? Was that for... And then the camera? How could we all control the camera at once? 1. Oh no. Go! Die, Shane, die! What the hell? Attack everyone, not just me. But you're my mortal enemy. Josh! What was that for? I wasn't even fighting you. You were wide open and death waits for no one. You're next. I make John sound like such a creepazoid, I apologize. The battle began, and in a display of slight mercy, the boys left me alone to wander the field and get a sense of the character.
Oh, that does jump!
I hit the jump button again, and again, and again, watching my character float higher and higher towards the sky.
Yay! Yeah! I can fly!
My joy was cut short as a Noki ball. I wonder what they're playing now. Emerged from nowhere and pegged my pink blob in the eye. I fell off the side of the screen, and despite trying to jump back up, I wouldn't let me. Can we just talk about this music for a minute? Because, oh my god, just... pretty badass.
Why?
Turby can kind of hover for a while, but eventually he gets too full of air and has to land. Otherwise, he'd be OP. When in doubt, down B.
Down B?
In the commotion of the match, curses and death threats mixing with the clack of controllers, nobody was listening to what Nick was saying. The key to getting someone to hear you in this commotion, it seemed, was shouting their name at the beginning of your sentence. Gerard! Satch! I frowned as my pink little blob fell back onto the map. Following Nick's advice, I hit down B. A cloud appeared around my pink guy and he became a rock.
What?
What? I don't understand. What would a rock do? I repeated the move multiple times, always turning into a rock of some sort on the ground, never hurting anybody near me. Suddenly an explosion rocked the ground and Turby flew into the air just as I hit down B. No! To my surprise, he formed into a rock and fell directly onto John's head. His Nario was sent flying off the screen and died. Doo doo doo. You're on my shit list. Wow, John. I'm very sorry. It didn't take long after that for me to die 5 pitiful, painful deaths. 5? 5? Really? Really? Them's amateur numbers. Please, that's noob numbers right there. But as my little Turby tumbled off the screen for the 6th and final time, a small surge of pride hit me. I killed John. The JonTron. Even if by accident. I handed my controller to Maya and sat back, completely satisfied. If it weren't for the fact that it was Maya's turn, I'd jump back in, eager to find other strategies for murdering my friends and potentially stirring up a hit list a mile long. So this was the joy of games. Yes, very much so. After playing a few rounds, the official tournament started. People played one-on-one matches against each other, slowly thinning out the competition over time. Mai went before me and was, rather unfairly, paired against Jared. Every blow he doled out to her was, in her mind, some form of actual physical contact. After, at least judging by the way she shivered when she was hit, it was. Unsurprisingly, she died almost immediately. It was the last person set to go against PBG. The others chuckled as we were past the controllers. Don't worry, Hana. PBG's the easiest of all of us. You're bound to beat him. Aw, come on, guys. Don't worry, Hana. I'll go easy on you. I nodded as PBG picked the most level playing field, a small platform floating out in space. I would fall off of it immediately. The match started and PBG graciously held his player still. Go ahead and test your moves.
You're a great friend.
Aw, that's really nice of you, PBG. Yeah, real nice. I tested my moves, and while doing so, my hand brushed against the yellow stick. Turby did a menacing low kick, and my eyebrows raised. That looked powerful. Ready to go?
Yeah.
I think so. PBG charged at me across the screen, and when he came close enough for me to hit, I pushed the yellow stick in his direction. He flew across the screen. My mouth fell open. PBG grit his teeth. I see how it is. No more Mr. Nice Guy, then. Partially doubted that PBG had a non-nice bone in his body, but the match had begun. It was a long battle, surprisingly long battle. We seemed to be evenly matched, right up until the very end, when I smashed him off the screen with Turby's hammer. What? I set the controller down quietly, not particularly happy about having crushed PBG in my second ever match of Stomp. Yeah, she was beaming, don't kid yourself. PBG nodded solemnly. I guess I lost then.
Whoa!
Damn, Hana! That was some natural born talent right there. I don't really think so. Anyway, the next match is Shane versus Paul. PBG remained quiet for a while after that. It wasn't until the third round that he joined in again, cheering with the rest of the guys. A match rolled around, but this time I was against Jared, and this time I lost in only a few minutes. I set the controller down again, happy to no longer have responsibility over the life and death of inanimate pixels. As I did so, I saw Paul lean in to whisper something to Shane, whose eyes flew wide open. Then his face shut down. Ruh-roh. Over my dead body. Their eyes slid to me and I looked away. Hey, it was Mai too. Mai had shit to do with this too. They were talking about me, weren't they? I scooted over to Mai, feeling more comfortable near her than near any of the guys. We cheered for Jared right up until the very end. He lost to a supernaturally agile Shane who was seemingly being fueled by the rage of 1,000 demonic toddlers. I just want one demonic toddler. Just somewhere on the screen. I just need a demonic toddler. Yeah. Wow. That is such a weird and oddly specific comparison. Really. Everyone, that was a great round. It looks like we're in even better shape than last year. Wow, all of us except PBG. That was uncalled for. Totally deserved. Anyways. I'm tired, so get out of my room, please. He grinned broadly, not even finding anything wrong with how he summarily dismissed us. Mai and I gathered our things and left the room with the others, who, laughing and joking, dispersed in all different directions. Together we shuffled home. We fell through the doorway, exhausted, with barely enough energy to change into our PJs. Mai leapt onto her bed with a happy sigh. Oh, Hana, I'm so glad you came to Asagao. As if this couldn't have happened without me here. Mai shoved her face into her pillow and emitted a muffled reply. Yeah, whatever you say. I fell onto my bed, staring at the rungs that kept Mai and her mattress from collapsing onto me and smothering me to death in the night. That was really fun. Video games are fun, Mai. Really? She shuffled around on top of her bed. I mean, I thought it was okay. It was passable. Don't know if I'd call it super fun or anything.
Really?
No? I loved it. She chuckled. Seems like you found your calling. I'm sure I have. Above me, Mai yawned.
Let's just go to sleep.
Let's go to sleep. I'm exhausted. Smiling, I got up and turned out our light.
Good night.
Good night, Hana. Good night, Mai. As the chill weather of early spring faded and warmth stretched across Asagao, I itched to go outside. With Satch's book in hand, I took it to the streets. Taking it to the streets. Since many people realized how rare this moment was, most of the usual benches and grassy spots were taken. Nothing looks taken at all. There was nobody there. I kept walking until I came to the soccer field. There was a practice game being held, and PBG and his friend Jeff were running across the field. No, they're not. Being a skirmish, the bleachers' room was completely empty. Students scattered the shiny metal seats, but there were more than enough room for me. In one swift motion, practiced many times over my life, I sat down, spun my backpack into the space next to me, and pulled out my book. I was nearly done with it, and I wanted to see if I could finish it today. It was due a few days ago, so I was under pressure. At a pause in my reading, I looked up to watch PBG on the field. A shock of color at the base of the bleachers caught my eye. It looked like some kind of metallic candy wrapper, and a pang of annoyance struck me. There was a trash can nearby. Why litter? But as I jumped down the steps of the bleacher and nearly slipped off one, it became clear that it wasn't trash. The colors changed as the angle of the light did. It was an iridescent purple figurine. Itty bitty and a kitty! Yay! Was it Gerard's? He was the only person I knew who collected them. I held it up to the nearest student, who shook his head. I was free for a while. Gerard was really into the IBK scene, so if it wasn't his, he'd probably know who it belonged to. One problem. I had no idea where his room was. Conveniently, at that moment, PBG ran off the field to get a drink. I approached him, holding the kitty in front of myself like a talisman.
Hey.
Hey, PBG, do you know Gerard's room number? I think he dropped this. I held the kitty up again and it glimmered in the sun, much like PBG just now, what with all this physical activity. Oh, he's so sweaty and glimmering, oh my god. Oh, Gerard was just here, it has to be his. I asked him to bring me my goalie gloves. I wasn't ready to take McJones's place today. His room is right across from mine. Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Hey.
Hurry it up, PBG. PBG groaned. It wasn't much of a break.
See ya.
Gotta go. Good luck. He took a huge gulp from his water bottle, then poured the rest on his head and jumped back into the game. His teammates patted him on the back as he rejoined them. I placed the IBK into my uniform's Lilliputian pocket and headed to Bluebell. Bluebell? Oh, Bluebell House. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was thinking the ice cream. As I entered Bluebell House, a passing boy frowned at me. Was I even allowed to be here by myself? I shook my head. There was no time to be afraid. Today, I had a mission. Just as PBG said there was... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Just as PBG said there was a door right across his room. I knocked and fished the IBK from my pocket. Ruh-roh. Shane answered the door, not at all pleased to see me. Yeah, we're gonna have to confront him next time. Yeah, this is not... this is so gonna come back on us. I know it will, and I'm not looking forward to it. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And as always, I'm TC Robson. Stay obsessed.